Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am WadsWorth the Fifth. This is
Esmeralda.
from the...
West.
There you are. So, we've been out traveling about today, and we met Hilda-Guard.
We did. She was quite lovely.
She was a lovely lady. And we were talking about fishing. And because she was searching for a little bit of fish for herself, she was a lovely old lady, probably in her...
I would say 80s, probably.
80s. I would have said she was 23. She was quite fishing. So... she was a lovely lady, that is for sure. And we were talking about the fish in the supermarket because, you know, it's the community place and we like to have our little conversations, don't we, with people?
We do. We like to meet our neighbours.
Yeah, so...
imagine the normal idea of meeting our neighbours.
Yeah, so if you meet us out on the street or passing by, feel free to say something to us. You might even end up like Hilda-Guard in our videos. You never know.
You never know.
Right. So, as we were talking about fish, we thought... like everything else in this country at the current moment, the prices are quite...
astronomical. The poor Hilda-Guard, she didn't even buy her fishy that she went there for when she found out how much the price was.
Right? Awful.
It is terrible
Yes.
when the poor little lady has to make a choice between what to have for dinner based on price.
Yes. Unacceptable. For a
It
pound
is.
of fish to be too much for this poor woman to purchase, things have gone wrong. And I thought to myself... perhaps I will just get a boat and hop out in the pier. I am down the street from Plymouth, after all. Maybe I can go fishing for this lovely lady and catch her a little fish. And then I was reminded by the lovely Esmeralda.
Yes, you need a permit.
A permit.
I said, dear Wadsworth, do you have your permit ready, darling?
And I said, I have my permit. Right here! Which I will not show on camera because I thought that would be quite inappropriate. But I did stop to think that... if I found myself on the pier, or perhaps on a little boat, just on the water, Plymouth on the horizon, watching the people, watching me fish, waving to my fellow countrymen, making it such a lovely day, if some fool pulled up in a boat with a gun, trying to overpower me because how dare I have a fishing rod, taking a fish from his ocean without... a little permit and ID card. You don't have a little card. You did not pay enough.
I have my ruler. I'm going to measure your fish. It better be within the standard.
If he wants to see my fish, I will undo my zipper and show him the fish that really counts.
No!
This truly upsets me. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Having come from England back in 1776, we know that we came here for fucking... what was it? What was that word?
Oh, I think it was called
freedom. Freedom.
How interesting that the
Yes.
last syllable is dumb.
Oh, yes. And lately it is more dumb in America than it is free. And here we are, watching dummies try to point guns at us for going fishing and try to give us tickets. Oh, you did not fill out the proper paperwork to live your life.
Your fish is too big.
Right, your fish is too big.
Or too small.
Or too small. And you don't have proper authorization to be here. And
I would measure your fish.
Right? I would tell that gentleman who came up to me and alongside my canoe or my boat that I truly hope that your life is worth more to you than that permit. Because come on board and we will see whose life is more important and more valuable, my freedom or your permit. I am quite tired of the stupidity of things and the way they are run in this country these days. We are free people. I came here to be free. Didn't you come here to be free?
I'll be free, darling.
I don't...
Call is free.
I'm not so sure. It's quite questionable these days as to the
It
level
is.
of freedom here in the United States.
The land of the...
freedom. Perhaps we need to stop being so dumb.
and be more free.
And be more free. Stop accepting that we will live in this fake world and we will stay on our little phones and we will put on our VR goggles and we will pretend nothing is going on around us until it's too late when the world is literally on fire around us. And then we're like, oh, what's nipping on my heels? I'll take off my VR goggles and see that, oh shit, there's quite the problem around me, isn't there? So whatever you're doing, whatever the problem might be, perhaps it's time to speak up, to pay attention, and to get involved in your community, whether it's just speaking to Hilda-Guard about the fish, and agreeing that perhaps there is a problem.
Perhaps fishy should not cost that much a pound.
Correct. Perhaps it shouldn't be made so hard for the local young handsome man to go out and get a fish for Miss Hilda-Guard. I would be more than happy to lend a hand or a few minutes of my time to jump out on the boat and throw a damn net in the water and get the woman a fish. then I wouldn't even charge her.
You would give her fishy for free.
As crazy as that is in this world.
Wait. Freedom, free fish. I sense a free theme.
There could be a free theme, and we do know people do enjoy freedom. There was quite a fight over it.
There was, as a matter of fact. I seem to recall there was quite a battle over being
free. Yes.
And then we seem to have forgotten.
Yes, there's been some backtracking.
And be giving all of our freedoms away for the perfect little card that says that you are allowed to go for searching for fishies under the water.
Yes, I believe that card has a special place to be shoved in the person that requests it. So, do you have anything else that you would like to add, my dear? Oh, perhaps we should do a reading on this.
I think perhaps we should, my lord.
We do include our tarot.
We do and actually include the tarot,
right?
Yes.
So, we've been working quite hard. My dear just got me this lovely new tarot book.
I did,
I am very excited to read more about the tarot and learn more about how to tell you your futures, or perhaps how to tell you how to knock a inappropriate fisherman pointing a gun at you overboard. So, we'll see how that all comes up, but first let's pull a card on that and see how this goes.
I am delighted to see what card comes through for our little fisher people.
So, we will be using the Viking tarot deck.
Do you think they fished for their own fish?
They just might have fished for their own fish.
Do you think they needed a permit and a little ruler to carry in their little boats to see if their fishies fit the size that is allowed?
Can you imagine what a Viking would have done to some fool pulling aside and been like, listen, I'm not sure you can be out here in your longboat. Do you have a permit?
Where is your little card saying you are allowed to get a fishy?
I'm pretty sure the fish would have been fed this foolish man that pulled up alongside their Viking vessel.
Do you think so?
I am pretty sure little hunks of him chopped off into fishies.
It would have been food for the fishies.
Yes, proper chum. That's what you call the fool that comes up to you on your boat looking for your papers. He's called chum. Oh, let us see what our Viking cards will show us about the chum. There we got
here. I cannot wait to see what kind of wisdom comes out of the deck.
The Vikings clearly have quite a bit to say as 25 cards just fell.
Your little what now? To get your fishy? I don't know.
Perhaps.
Why do you need a license?
Right? Perhaps we will take the top card of this deck. We'll start there. Whew. So, the number one card is Fehu. So, Fehu right there. And he is number one, so we're going to look him up right now. So I can read you directly from the book.
Look at this one.
Please, tell the people what you think.
I think if I was the passer-outer of these little cards, that I would tell him that he did not have to stand in line.
Yes. Yes.
For he does not look like the type of man that I would want to confront and ask for a little card to see whether or not he had permission to pull a fishy out of the ocean.
Right? And this...
I don't know if you would all agree. I would not want to walk up to this man and ask him for his little license that he could go fishing with his spear.
Right?
He's probably spearfishing.
Yes, he's spearfishing.
He's not using your fancy little things with your little windy things. He's spearing his fish. And perhaps that is why they're not asking him for his card, for his spear is longer and more.
Right. So, but this is, I like your point. I like your point. See, this is what a real freaking man looks like when somebody says, show me your papers so you can fish in the water.
He's like, I'm sorry, I have a spear. Did you want to see the spear or the little card?
Yes, would you like to see the tip of the spear? Really close. Oh my. So, I believe Fehu says it all right there for us. And to the poor fool trying to tell us we cannot fish, we must have our papers. This is not Nazi Germany. This is the United States. And the Viking gods are not happy with your shenanigans as almost half the deck fell out to tell you to go pound sand. So, thank you, Fehu.
Yes, little card, spear.
Little card, spear. So
perhaps the spear is the answer to the... Ooh, you could probably spear the little card.
Oh, yeah. So, we would like to send special thanks to Hilda-Guard, and we truly hope that the price of fish goes down, or that some handsome young man, or ladies perhaps,
or Viking,
find this lady some fish. So we wish you the best, and we wish you all a glorious day filled with love and light.
Indeed. Thank you for coming.
Have a glorious day.